Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brad Hurt. My phone number is 864-236-1680, or you can email me at dyslexicgeniushurt@gmail.com. I'm back on the 1A motorboard, and I finished the motorboard except for the spring barrels, and I want to point a few things out. This shaft is out of another 1A, and you see how terribly rusted and stuff is. And in previous videos, you can see the motorboard, how I've cleaned everything else up. I'll start here with the winding crank mechanism. I inserted a new cotter pin right here. But a little thing I do, because oiling the inside of here and here, and on this shaft, you can see this wear right here. You can see these lines, this wear, where it never gets oiled. What I do is I use the liquid oil honey STP. And I just use my little Starbucks stopper thing, and before I insert it, I put some little STP around here like this and here, and now that oil will never go away. Seriously, it's like oiling with honey. I'm not a big fan of pins in phonographs, and these Amberola 1As have a pin shaft that comes through here. It's like a piece of wire that holds this spring in place for the speed control adjustment. What I did was I figured out it was almost a 256 thread size, so I drilled it, tapped it, and I got a long 256 with a nut, and I put it all the way in. This is steel. This works very well. The other thing is, this is the speed control knob, and these have a little slit down the middle. And why do they have this slit? So when you put them in, there's tension. This is pushing out on the inside of the threads. And usually these are shut tight. So you have to be careful. I use a straight razor. And I insert it like that. And then I bend it. And if you've never done this before, you better wear gloves and safety glasses, because the straight razor, there we go, can break. See how I broke that out? Then it will pinch itself as it goes up, and then you have tension for speed control. It's not wobbling. On the brake stop here, originally they had felt. This is off another 1A, and you can see how squished this is. What's interesting is inside here, where the felt goes, is threaded to hold the felt in place, which is a very unique thing I noticed on these. So I screwed in a little piece of leather. So when the motor's running like that, you just go, and it stops. This is really impressive. One other thing, the ratchet paw here, you don't want to push this pin in that goes through the ratchet paw into the casting with the screw that holds the shaft in place, because if you tighten this all down, this won't spin. You have to have a little bit of play, and you got to make sure it'll spin like that, so it'll fall into place. These are a few things I wanted to point out on the Edison Amberola 1A, and that's my tip for